In today's Eye on Lifestyle, this one thing can make or break relationships and in the workplace. Nikki Karnowski joins us this morning for a quick look at the importance of trust. Good morning, Nikki. How are you?
Good morning, Jenna. I'm doing great, thanks. Well, trust is really foundational to relationships, business success, and a team that thrives and can depend on one another. It's also an economic driver, though, too, because when we have trust, it allows us to get things done, and often more quickly. So trust is also a learnable competency, and it's one thing that really does change everything in organizations.
It definitely is important for all of those things you just mentioned. I think we'd all agree. Are there some things or conditions that people must have and be able to count on in order for trust to happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Three things really stand out. First of all is character, meaning that those that we trust are going to value our interests as their own. The second thing is competence. And that just means that those we trust have the intelligence, the ability, and the training to achieve our best interest. And then finally, this one's really important too, the authority. Means that those we trust are empowered to deliver on their promises. I think this is probably one we can, all agree we've seen play out. You have a talented person in the workplace. They're made some promises for the supervisor. You're going to get a title, we'll get you help, a different position, and then it doesn't pan out. So those are the kinds of things, if someone doesn't have that authority to kind of make those promises, it breaks trust. So.
Yeah, I know I've experienced that. I'm sure other people who are watching have experienced that as well.
I think we all have.
Yeah, it really can affect morale and engagement of the team. Can you give us a few more quick tips about some ways to start thinking about how to build trust in the workplace?
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing, like we always say, start with yourself. Start with personal integrity. That's really doing what you're going to say you will do. People are watching. Do you tell everyone, they have to clean out the company cars, but then you kind of feel like you're too good to do it? Or we all have to be on time, but you show up, at 8:04. So make sure your words are lining up with your actions and avoid hypocrisy, because that really breaks trust fast. Next, invest in respect. I think we can't stress that enough today, creating a culture around this. And I think it's important to remember respect isn't agreement. I can disagree with you, but I can still honor you and your opinion. So, that's very important in the workplace, that, we can honor others' opinions even where we don't agree. And then finally, empowering others is really huge. Assume the best with your people, allow them to succeed or fail, and then be there to kind of coach them and to help them in those things. So that's a big one. So, it's a topic we could really spend an entire day on, but hopefully this morning we shared a few nuggets that you can take and think about and use. Thanks, Jenna.
Absolutely. Just these little points are so important, and trust is vital. It really is everything. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, Nikki. We will see you next week, and we'll be right back after this break.